It's too big. How do humans even survive this? Alien warrior begs for a solution. It's too big. How do humans even survive this? The air on the training moon Vaskra 7 shimmered with heat, the red sand curling like waves beneath the twin suns. The alien soldiers of the Tazkari Dominion were built for battle, towering, 4-armed reptilian warriors with scales like living armor. Their training grounds had seen blood from 100 conquered species. And yet, today they face something new. A human. Lieutenant Aiden Cross stood at the center of the field, wearing nothing but a reinforced pressure suit and the expression of a man who'd already given up on impressing anyone. Across from him loomed Commander Zyra Th of the Tazkari, 7 feet of muscle, talons, and burning pride. She was the Dominion's most decorated female war leader, known for crushing enemy champions beneath her claws. Now she faced the smallest, strangest creature she'd ever seen. "You're the one they call human?" she hissed, her voice a low growl that rattled Aiden's bones. "My generals say your kind survived on a death world, that you fight beasts 50 times your size with no armor." "Lies, I assume?" Aiden shrugged. "Depends on the day. Sometimes we fight each other instead." A ripple of laughter passed through the watching Tazkari ranks, a deep, rumbling sound that made Aiden feel like he was in a zoo enclosure. Zyra Th's nostrils flared. "Then prove it. The High Dominion demands to know if humans are worth the alliance. We will test you." Aiden sighed. "You're not going to make me wrestle a lizard, are you?" Her upper lip curled into what might have been a grin. "No, human. You will lift it." A massive object thudded onto the field. It looked like a slab of black alloy, part engine, part weapon, the size of a small car. The Tazkari soldiers gathered around it reverently. "The grav core of a warship," said Zyra Th. "Every Tazkari initiate must lift it to prove worth. Few succeed. None without our muscle density. But you, fragile mammal," she tilted her head mockingly. "You may try." Aiden squinted at the grav core, then back at her. "You're serious?" "Completely." He took a deep breath. "Okay then." He crouched beside it and placed his hands beneath the curved plating. It was cold to the touch, humming faintly with dormant energy. His suit's servos whined as he engaged the strength assist, but even with that, it barely budged. The Tazkari laughed. "Pathetic," one muttered. Zyra Th folded her arms. "Even your machines cannot save you." Aiden ignored them. He adjusted his stance, exhaled slowly, and lifted again, this time focusing every muscle, every ounce of power in his exosuit. The core rose an inch. 2. His teeth clenched. Then the ground cracked. The laughter died. Aiden grunted and stood fully upright, holding the grav core above his knees. Sweat beaded on his temple. He looked up. Still pathetic? The silence that followed was thick enough to choke on. Even Zyra Th's tail twitched uncertainly. He dropped it with a heavy thud, the shockwave sending dust flying. "Okay," he panted. "Now what?" The Tazkari were whispering among themselves. Zyra Th took a cautious step forward, her eyes glimmering with something he hadn't expected. Curiosity. "What are you made of?" she demanded. "Your bones, your muscles. How can something so small bear such weight?" Aiden smirked. "Calcium and stubbornness." Zyra Th's mandibles flared in what he guessed was shock. "Impossible. You have no reinforced skeleton, no pressure gland, no auxiliary limbs." "Yeah," he said, stretching his sore back. "We just don't quit, even when we should." She leaned closer, sniffing him as though trying to decode the mystery by scent alone. "Your kind lives on a world that kills daily?" "Pretty much," Aiden said. "Weather, predators, other humans, take your pick." Her claws flexed. That explains much. Later, in the Tazkari Medical Dome, Aiden sat shirtless while a dozen alien scientists hovered around him, scanning, poking, and muttering in disbelief. Zyra Th stood apart, arms crossed, her expression unreadable. His muscle fibers are primitive but dense, one hissed. And they heal faster than expected. His heart rate spikes to dangerous levels, yet he remains conscious, said another. His pain threshold is absurd, barked a third after pricking his finger. Aiden winced. Hey, personal space, lizards. Zyra Th finally stepped forward, silencing them. Enough. The scientists retreated. She looked down at him, her voice low. You have passed the test, human. The Dominion acknowledges your species as resilient. That mean we get the alliance? Her gaze lingered. It means I wish to understand you better. He blinked. That sounded ominous. Without warning, she grabbed his hand and pressed it to her armored chest. He felt the vibration of 2 beating hearts beneath her scales. Do you feel that? She asked. 2 hearts, both hardened by centuries of evolution. Yet we cannot endure the gravity of your world. When one of us landed on Earth, her lungs collapsed. The pressure was too great. Too big, too heavy. How do you even survive this? Aiden chuckled softly. Guess we just got used to pain. Her eyes softened, just slightly. Strange creatures. Thanks, I think. The next day, Zyra Th insisted on training beside him. The Tazkari warriors looked on in disbelief as their commander, the undefeated champion, sparred with the frail human. She came at him with blinding speed, her arms slashing through the air. Aiden barely ducked under the first strike, rolled away from the second, and caught her lower wrist as it came for his throat. He twisted, using her own momentum, and for the briefest second, the alien commander hit the ground with a shocked snarl.